Hello, 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 everybody. Yes, happy Saturday or happy is it pre-Easter? Can we say that? I don't know, but we're going to go with that. It's the new thing, I guess. Whatever. Well, it's been a hell of a day. Let me tell you. Well, this whole week has been kind of like a crazy world when I felt like I was in the Wizard of Oz and I landed in a whole different direction. I'm looking for the Great Oz right now. So happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. Let's start off with that. It's been a little crazy. So basically this is what happened. I had my bathroom finally is done. I'm so excited. One part of the house. Now we just got to get the rest of this little craziness over here going, but everything takes time. So I'm very blessed. I'm very excited. I can't complain even though I want to. It's because, when you want to get things going and you're on somebody else's time, it drives me crazy. It really, really, really does. It drives me crazy. But I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning. They finally they finished up the bathroom. So I'm very excited about that. But then I was setting up for the show, which I had planned to start earlier today because it's, I needed to get to the supermarket. I needed to get all my things for Easter. So I was like, you know what? I'm up. I got this going. Yes. No. Wonk, wonk, wonk. So apparently Riverside, which is the platform that I use, which is connected to iHeartRadio, to YouTube and everything, decided that it wanted to lock this girl away from her audience. And so it was just a nightmare. But I have to say, the support team was amazing. They were able to unlock everything and get everything situated and everything fixed. And honestly, I'm actually so excited because it's really hard to get good customer service, and then when you finally, it's like, okay, especially with I'm not an IT person. I know a little bit of things, but a girl can't. Oof, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, like, I'm not as good as my friend Jeffrey. Jeffrey's like an IT pro, okay? So, but yeah, we're getting ready for Easter. Now, what does everybody else do for Easter? What do they eat? So I decided, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for Easter and what I was going to cook. I'm definitely going to spend a little bit of time with my mom for the holiday tomorrow. But I was really torn. I was like, do I want ham? I don't know if I want ham. I know I definitely want some mashed potatoes, but I don't know if I wanted ham. So I went over to the supermarket and damn, I forgot a straw. And you guys know I love my Red Bulls. That makes me sad. But we'll do it. And the only reason why I need the straw is because I hate drinking this and then halfway through all of my lipstick and my makeup is on the canister. So, but sorry. I did decide while I was in the supermarket, that I didn't, first of all, they had no hams. Are we on a ham, drought? Like, did something happen with the ham? Or is it a part of the tariffs? Because, we got Thanksgiving, and I know that's many, many, many months, and I'm not trying to think about that because I'm trying to think about like summer, and especially that this has been like the longest winter of my life. When I tell you, I'm over it. It's been like 6 months of winter. Are we gonna go a year? I need summer. I can't do this anymore. I can't wear a coat. I can't wear boots anymore. I just can't do it. I'm over it. I'm really, really over it. This is when I start to become really moody, and she doesn't become fun. She doesn't become fun. She's already a bear when it's winter time. Like, the last thing I want to do is go out there and be cold. Like, no. I want to wear shorts already. I want to wear skirts. I want to wear dresses. I am over it. So, but I'm gonna be nice. You know, it's before Easter, Jesus' day. So, sorry, Jesus. So I went to the supermarket. And by the way, we are like having 70. It's what? Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Hold on, peoples. It's 65 right now, which is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's warm. It's even temp, but I need 80. I need 80 because this is bull. But anyways, I went to the supermarket and I could not find any hams. I found like a kind of a cut of a slice of ham. I don't know what it's actually called, but it was enough because really at the end of the day, it's just me. So I don't really want to have a big ass ham that I have to cook for. And then I'm done. I have to eat this damn ham for the next 5 days. Nobody wants that. This is like breakfast, lunch, dinner. You're going to have to make ham like 50 million ways in order to get rid of it. So, I ended up getting the ham. I got my mashed potatoes. I am on the hunt for this Panera bread. Hold on, because it made me so aggravated that I can't find this dressing, and it's my favorite dressing. It's the Thai chili lime vinaigrette dressing. Oh shit, I think I got the wrong dressing. Damn, we are not going back. We're not going back to the store. It's crazy out there. And the supermarkets are closed tomorrow. Well, we're gonna have fantastic whatever dressing I got, right, with my salad. And they didn't even have my edamames. But I've been on the hunt for this dressing for the longest time, and I think they don't carry it anymore. I can't find it anywhere. I've even went into a Panera store to see if they had it, and they don't have it. Like, what is happening? Is this a discontinued item? And I know what everybody's going to say. They're going to be like, oh, Amazon. Okay. Let me explain something. So where I live, I live in an apartment. But my packages with Amazon go MIA. Like, they don't care. They'll just throw it anywhere and they end up somewhere else. I had a lady come over yesterday because I guess they had like a box of cereal because I shaked it. I'm like, but it was with my apartment number. And I was like, what the hell? Who the hell is Cheryl? And why she's getting packages at my apartment? Cheryl don't live here. I had to check my Amazon, make sure Cheryl wasn't running shit over here. So, but we were good. But yeah, no, I was just like, I can't find this dressing anywhere at all. I cannot find it. And it's my favorite one. I love it so much and I can't find it. But yeah, no, with the Amazon, I'm not going to order from Amazon. I will continue to just look for it or just, appreciate, Olive Garden's dressing, which who doesn't love an Olive Garden dressing, right? It's the best. So, I feel like I'm getting a little picky and under the weather, but I think it's the lasagna that I had yesterday. It really was no bueno. Let's dive in to Wendy Williams. We need our Wendy Williams back, guys. Like, this is a time where our girl needs to be doing it and being out there. How you doing, Wendy? So, first of all, she was diagnosed with dementia. I don't think that this is correct. She's been, but you know, it's really hard with dementia. It runs in my family. You can be on point point at one moment and know exactly, where you are, who you're talking to. But on the flip side, depending on how severe it is, people can definitely not realize where they are at those moments. So we don't actually really know, as far as from what I've seen on TV and what I've read and what I've researched. She is in good health. And so I don't understand, why are we still doing this? Why are we still keeping her medicated? So she has her mental capacity test, which is amazing. But Romy Kapinski, who is her doctor, has been forcing or really pushing the narrative that she's not well. Now, TMZ, and I've seen the whole video. And for those who have not seen the TMZ video, we're having a glitch today, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, I see it. It's annoying me. I don't know what's happening, but we're going to keep it going. They did an interview on her, and she was as sharp as can be. I don't believe that Wendy Williams is sick. From what they're saying, I'm disgusted that a judge would tell her in her face that her career is over. Are you insane? This is a woman who has gone through hell and back and has made a successful career for herself. And to see what's happening and what they're doing to her, let me just explain something to you guys. Money is a very dangerous thing in the wrong hands. You can pay somebody enough money to fraudulent documents, seen it firsthand. Don't want to get myself into trouble. But there are different things that people don't know that actually do go down in very, very high positions. And I would not be shocked to know that maybe family members, someone in her camp, or what that was in her camp, flip the script on her and try to lock her up, because it just doesn't make any sense. Why are you locking somebody up? It doesn't, it just, there's no common sense to any of this. And, again, I would not be surprised if someone definitely paid this doctor an immense amount of money to keep her hushed, to keep her locked away, because then there has to be something else that's going on that we don't know. Is it money? Are they trying to keep her? Like, I don't really understand what's happening, but I do know that this is possible. This is feasible. And unfortunately, I have been saying this since day one. I love Wendy Williams. I love the fact that, if you don't know her story, definitely research her. You would, if you don't know who she is, you're kind of out of the loop, but that's okay. But many people did not like Wendy Williams. They did not like that she followed her own, dreams and really knocked down doors and really conquered the radio station, television world. And this is why I keep saying to people, don't listen to what other people have to say when it comes to your career. And, I get it. I'm understanding a lot more now, being that I have this drive in me, and knowing that, I've seen it for myself. I've seen, it's so funny because I had this conversation just yesterday with one of my friends, and I was telling him, I always played by the rules. I listened to what other people have said and really try to take their direction, because at the end of the day, the story is, if you want to become successful, if you want to be where all these other people have been, you have to do the same thing that they did to get there. That is true in some ways, but here's the thing. A lot of the people that we look up to, which are in like the older categories, like I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball, who is, deceased, obviously. But, Brad Pitt, when they started in that world, it was completely different. It was completely different. You literally had to hustle your way in there. So I get it. And that's the same thing that Wendy Williams did. She was really adamant. She knew what she wanted. She was determined to be successful and to make it and not listen to what other people said. I love her documentary. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it, because it really explains that edge that she had. She was working in Jersey at one radio station and then flying into New York to do Hot 97. I remember those days. It was crazy until they found out, and then she ended up getting fired. And then but she had her platform over here. So, and she built it up. They told her not to go on TV, because it was not going to work. And she dominated television. Like, we all know, once you heard that song, feel it, feel it, feel it, I'm gonna feel it, shut it out. Okay, I know nobody's gonna turn their red chairs for me. But no, seriously, when you heard that song, everybody got pumped up. I remember I got my tickets, and I really wish I would have called out of work and been sneaky. I was too good back then. Don't let start a whole show now, because she would be calling out sick. So I love my Red Bulls. But, it's really, really sad. So let's talk about this judge. The judge, allegedly, we're going to be really clean on this one, was not a fan of Wendy Williams. Has never been a fan of Wendy Williams. Does not like her. I'm not going to go into, but we all going to, and if you know what I mean about that's all I'm going to say. So, that's very hurtful. For a judge to say in your face, your career is over. Do you not know who Wendy Williams is? I can guarantee everybody this. Wendy Williams, if we can get her out and get her going, she's gonna dominate all over again. Her whole life is gonna be amazing again. So we really need our Wendy Williams out there. We're really pushing for this. Like, if out of all the stories that are out there that could be such a great momentum, she is definitely on the top of the list of tragedies that have turned into the best stories. So I would love to, from her own mouth, and I think that's what it is also. Here's the thing, guys, and I'm not joking when I say this. There's a lot of stuff that goes undercover in corporations. It is crazy. I have seen a lot, and it has made me sick to my stomach. But I have always had a calling to be have my own show. I've always wanted my own show. Not this, but this is also what I've always wanted, because I remember when I was little, pretending like I was on the radio and whatnot. But I've always wanted my own show. And I always wanted to be an actress, and I kind of made it come true. I'm still out there. I'm still doing things, that people don't know. People don't really know my story, and it's just so crazy that when people do find out, they're like, what? I worked with her and she did this and she did that and she did that? Yes, because here's the thing. It's my dream. I'm not going to let anybody taint it at all. And I'm very, very proud of it. And when you work that hard to be in that limelight, it's for someone to come in and tell you you're not going to be as good, your career is over. No, it's not. There's been so many comebacks, and I'm going to tell you, Wendy Williams will definitely come back. But I have a good feeling, and I don't know what it is, and I always go by my instincts, that there's more to this that she may not know, that they don't even know, because it just doesn't make any sense. Why are you holding this woman hostage? Why are you keeping this woman locked up, even if she has dementia? And I have experienced dementia firsthand. I've dealt with it in my family. My grandmother, who, rest in peace, had dementia. And I remember one morning waking up and she was on a rant. She was like, I'm packing up, I'm leaving. And I was like, where are you going? She's like, I'm going to go to the corner. I'm going to go wait for Jimmy. And I was like, Jimmy, what the fuck are you talking about? You haven't even spoken to this guy in like years. Like, I haven't even seen him since I was like probably 13, 14 years old. What are you talking about? It was like, and I think it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when this happened. And she took a blanket and she just put whatever she could in this blanket, and she walked out in the hallway, and she was walking out, and I had to go get her. And she was like, I'm gonna go knock on the neighbors. I'm like, you don't get in this house, I will kill you. Because that's how crazy it was. And I remember I had to call out. She ended up going to the hospital. I remember that the hospital thought that I was beating her, and they were trying to get CPS on me, because they didn't believe that my grandmother was this sick, and she was, telling them that I was hitting her. And then they realized what happened, because she was like, I'm 8 years old. And the doctor looked at her and he was like, what the 8 years old? But this is what happens. So, and doctors take these things very, very seriously, and by all means they should. But when you have people explaining and you're saying it, something's not right. And what doctors will do is, if you convince a doctor enough that someone's sick and they need to be capacitated, that's what will happen. That doctor will bill that, and they will want to follow that lead. And it's against the law. It's against the law to do this. But it happens every single day. Every single day this happens. You want to call me a whistleblower? You can call me the whistleblower. I don't care. This is facts. This is what's happening in the medical field. And I keep stressing it. It keeps getting just worse and worse and worse and worse. People need to start opening their eyes a little bit more. There's a lot of things that are going on, and, people are not listening. People are not listening. But for anybody to say that, she's not going to make it, her career is over, that's another negative person, another negative thing that you're throwing out at somebody. And you know what? I always say it for myself. I try to compare it a little bit to myself, that, all these people that have told me personally, you're not going to be successful. You're always going to be poor. you're going to be living on the streets. You're going to be pregnant at it when you're 15 turning 16. I've had every single thing thrown at me from my own family, okay? And a lot of friends that are no longer friends, and I've cleaned house. So, and I have those that know me and that will see this video will be like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Excuse my language. Are you crazy right now? Do you know? Like, I have really pushed myself and built my accolades. And listen, I'm not rich. I don't claim to be rich. Am I comfortable? I'm comfortable in my life. Am I happy? I suffer from depression. And I suffer from high anxiety. And, these are things that from years of trauma I have, that have come with me. But I don't have any babies. Okay. I'm not in my third marriage. I'm not in my second marriage. I'm not even in my first marriage. So, I think I've done pretty well for a girl who grew up in the Bronx without parents and was raised with their grandparents, who had been mentally, physically, verbally abused throughout half of her whole entire life. So I think I did pretty good, guys. And I think I'm still pushing those doors. I'm still pushing those boundaries. But it's taking me a long time to get to the level and the comfortable level of where I'm at in my life. So when I hear stories like this about people saying that, oh, Wendy Williams is never going to make a comeback. She's never going to do this. She's never going to do that. That's bullshit to me. And because she was such a fighter in her whole entire career, oh, it's going to be wild. I cannot wait to be there. And I would hope this would be my dream, is to meet Wendy Williams. I love her so, so much. Like, I am a huge fan of Wendy Williams. I'm a huge advocate for her. I wish I could, it's on my bucket list. Wish I could meet her. Hopefully, maybe one day, God. So, my God, the time goes so, it's just very, very, very sad. But we're gonna make sure that, we're gonna get her out there, guys. We're gonna get her there. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Okay, I'll stop. All right. Nobody's turning those red chairs for me. Damn it. Okay, I have fantastic news before we end the show. Okay. I can't be a part of the group either. Whatever. So I have made it through to the next round on favorite chef. I am so excited. I am so blessed. Thank you guys. Thank you for every single person that has voted for me, that has been on this journey with me. I'm really trying to push these empanadas out there. I'm just very excited. If I can get them out there, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. People that have tried my empanadas, they know what I'm talking about. Yes. But we're in the top 10. So I have made the other cut. I am on Aaron Sanchez, chef, professional chef. And if you don't know who he is, oh my God, just think of Master Chef. He is brilliant. I am on his team right now. I'm so excited. I love him so much. I love him so much. You don't understand. I wish I could just meet him. I had the pleasure of meeting with Rocco Espirito, and he was amazing. He gave me his recipe for a sauce, and I still have it. I still use it to this day. I've had the pleasure of actually meeting him a couple of times, so I'm so blessed in my life. But we're still doing this, voting. So for anybody, and I know that this has been kind of a little bit of crazy thing, and it's true. I'm trying to do it like the freeway, and a lot of people are, putting money into this. And can we just not can I, can I win by not having anybody like put money? Cause I kind of feel bad. It's like, we can't even afford eggs right now. So I don't want to do that to people. I'm just trying to win the right way, the fair way, free. That's my language, free. You know, um, but yeah, I'm gonna put the link up so that way for those people that have not voted for me, you still have a chance to vote for me. I'm so excited for it. Oh my God, I was going to mention something else, and I hate when I forget. If you don't follow me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. We are still trying to drive that. Ugh, I am so sick of hearing, TikTok's gonna get shut down. It might go over to Australia now. I'm like, okay, I'll be an Aussie. It's fine. Like, I love Australia. I've always wanted to go there. But I kind of hear that, I keep hearing from all these people that have gone there that they have like deadly spiders and things that can kill you out there. So I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. No, I don't like animals. I don't like scary things now. Like, don't take me camping. No, that'll never work. Nope, I'll run. Take me glamping, we're good. Camping, no good. No bueno. So, but yes, I hope everybody, we're going to wrap this up. Again, this show goes so fast. But I hope everybody has a great Easter. I hope that everybody continues to stay blessed. Be with your family tomorrow, be with your loved ones. For those that don't have family, that are just going to be alone tomorrow, it's okay. God loves us all. And, remember, you're still loved. Teddy bear hugs. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.